Hello, my friends. Welcome to Microlearning with your buddy Phil. Today we're transitioning into the world of Agile. What exactly is Agile? Do you have an answer for me? Think about it. What is Agile? Go. Okay, hit the pause button if you're still collecting your thoughts. But I love summarizing things in a few words. And for Agile, in a few words, for me, Agile starts off with one thing. One thing only. Agile is a mindset that translates into behaviors. But it starts off with a mental disposition to the ever-changing world around you. And that disposition is, I will pivot. I will adapt to the ever-changing world around you, to the ever-changing projects in your company. You got to pivot. So Agile is first and foremost a mindset. Now, this is not what the book tells you. The book dresses it up differently, but I like distilling it down to the one core thing. It's mindset. In the Agile Practice Guide, the PMI say, our writing team used an Agile mindset to collaborate and manage the development of the Agile Practice Guide. This is on page 1. So that is really what Agile is. It boils down to a mindset. When the mindset is upheld, it becomes behaviors. You begin to act agile, but you got to think agile first. A disposition I love is a great Mike Tyson. He says, everyone has a plan until they're punched in the face. What do you do when you're punched in the face and you're on the canvas? Where's your little plan? It's out of the window, which is a case for agility. A plan is great, but it will only take you so far in the eye of change. When change comes, you got to pivot. And that's the business case for Agile. There's so many casualties that we see, the Toys R Us's of this world. They were not able to pivot to the ever-changing world around. Amazon did, but Toys R Us, they were laggard in e-commerce. When you look at Kodak, they could have had staying power had they taken action to pivot to the changing world around them. But they deliberately did not because they thought they would cannibalize their hardware. They should have just gone into the cloud. They should have just changed. And they could have, but they didn't. They were not agile. You know who was agile? Apple. No wonder a huge portion of the market in the world of photography, rests heavily on the iPhone of all things. Who would have thought that? Disruption, agility. This is the way I need you to perceive agility. Agile is a mindset that is exemplified in actions that come later. And those actions, when they're practiced on the regular, they become behaviors in an organization. And ultimately, they will become culture. Attitude, behavior, culture. That's the ABCs of Agile. That's what I call it, the ABCs. You need to have the positive mental attitude towards agility. You need to be able to embrace agility. Then behaviors come next, fluidly and naturally. And then culture. For the long haul, the organization changes. The PMI talk about definable work versus high uncertainty work in the Agile Practice Guide. And that's because the high uncertainty work makes a case for Agile. If you're working on an endeavor that is not as certain, it behooves you to have an Agile mindset because you need to pivot when things change. Things you didn't even see coming happen. All right? The Agile mindset is upheld through the Agile Manifesto. The Agile Practice Guide says thought leaders in the software industry formalized the Agile movement in 2001 with the publication of the Manifesto for Agile Software Development. But let's not get it wrong. It started in software, but now it's everywhere. From software to everywhere. It's in engineering, it's in healthcare, it's in gaming, you name it. So Agile, my friends, starts off with a disposition. And then we can trace that back to the Agile Manifesto, which says we are uncovering better ways of developing products by doing it and helping others do it. Through this work, we have come to value individuals and interactions over processes and tools. I want you to catch a very important nuance there. It didn't say individuals and interactions instead of processes and tools. Let's not get it wrong. Individuals and interactions should be valued. We're talking about value here, my friends. So if I said to you, which one do you value more in the Arizona desert? Food or water? Well, if you're aware of where Arizona is, you probably say water. It doesn't mean you don't value food. You just value water more. Okay? So, individuals and interactions are valued over processes and tools. Working product valued over comprehensive documentation. How would you like a big old gadget that doesn't work yet has huge documentation? I just like giving a visual, right? Not to be literal, but that's a description that will help you. You should value a working product over comprehensive documentation. Now, some people often argue, but Phil, what if the deliverable is a bunch of documents? Yes, great documents, well done, without errors, should be valued over volume. You get what I'm saying? So you can always adapt this to your situation. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Collaborate with your customer instead of pointing to a contract and arguing. You see, it's a disposition. Responding to change should be valued over following a plan. You get it? Great. So those are the 4 values in the Agile Manifesto. If you want to know more about the Agile Manifesto, go to agilemanifesto.org. You can download it and you can learn more about this world. Also on the Praizion YouTube channel. Hey, if you have not subscribed, my goodness, you're missing out on a ton of stuff. If you're getting ready for the PMP exam, I need you to go to YouTube right now and subscribe. Please do this. I've got over 3,000 videos on different topics, especially the PMP exam. So go to @PRAIZION. That's @PRAIZION. Go to that YouTube channel and subscribe and follow, because I am dropping major gold on the regular. As far as the PMP exam, did you know that I have over 50 hours of coaching at pmp.pmradio.org? That's pmp.pmradio.org. I want to wager that this coaching is better than a ton of coaching you've experienced, because I put my heart and soul into it, and I want you to take advantage of it right now. So go on down to pmp.pmradio.org. I'm covering all of the tasks for the PMP exam. It's right there. It's all recorded. You can go as fast as you want. Slow it down, maximize it ×2, but I do this to help you. And the reason why I'm pointing you here is there's so much to be discussed in Agile, so much to be discussed in the PMBOK guide, the knowledge areas. We can't do it all in one day. But if you go to pmp.pmradio.org, subscribe to the Praizion channel, and stay hooked on that, my goodness, you're going to come away like many thousands of people have, a champion in your PMP. So please make sure you do that, okay? Moving on to the last pieces we need to talk about today. This is so important. These are the 12 principles in the Agile Manifesto. And I'm going to speak to you like we're buddies having a chat at a bar or in a restaurant, just talking about it casually. This is rare because most times you hear it exactly as it's written. But I'm going to just give it to you in everyday language. Are you ready? Agile Manifesto principles. Number 1, satisfy the customer. Give them stuff early. They'll appreciate it. Number 2, welcome changes even late. Why not change stuff for your customer if they need it? And if it gives them a competitive edge in the marketplace, isn't that something you should do? Number 3, deliver working products frequently. The shorter time frame is preferred because if you give your customer something early, they can begin using it today and get a mad payoff in the marketplace. Can you imagine if Samsung was first to the smartphone market and Apple were trailing behind? That would have been cool. Number 4, business people and developers, team members who build stuff, they got to work together daily in Agile because the sprints are short and it makes sense to collaborate all through because things change rapidly. Number 5, get a team that you trust and build a project around them. Give them the environment that they're going to thrive in, trust them, cut the apron strings, stop the micromanaging, and let them fly. Number 6, the best way of communicating under most circumstances is face-to-face conversation. So put down the phone, quit the email, and get a face-to-face interaction with whoever you need to. Number 7, working product is the primary measure of progress because no one cares if you are 99.9% done. The bottom line is you're not done. So we value working product, and that's our primary measure of progress in Agile. Number 8, Agile processes promote sustainable work. And when I say sustainable, I mean you should be able to keep up the pace. Not 80 hours this week and 2 hours next week because you're sick. We want you to uphold the idea of work-life balance. Don't kill the team. So the sponsors, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace. Remember the story of the tortoise and the hare? What happened to the hare? Ran out of gas. The tortoise was consistent and ended up winning, ended up finishing. That's what's most important. So in the world of Agile, we're not huge overtime fans. We know that sometimes you might need to do overtime, but don't go crazy on it. Number 9, pay continuous attention to technical excellence and good design because it will make you more agile. The great Steve Jobs says, design is not what it looks like or what it feels like. Design is how it works. So spend time on getting a great design and you'll save yourself a whole lot of fan cleaning, a whole lot of waste. Number 10, keep it simple, sir. Keep it simple, sister. Cut out the fat. Cut out the waste. Simplicity is of the essence. Maximize the amount of work not done. Cut out the fat. Number 11, the best architectures, requirements, and designs emerge from teams that are self-organized. Give the team that space and let them wow you with their brilliance. The great Ken Blanchard said, none of us is as smart as all of us. It's a mindset. Let the team do their stuff. Number 12, at regular intervals, the team reflects on how to up their game, how to become more effective. They tune and adjust accordingly. They do it all through the sprint. We call this a retrospective. And there you have it, my friends, the 12 Agile principles broken down by your buddy Phil. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Remember, you can get coaching, training for your PMP live with me at hpmexam.com. You can also get a final mock exam to test your ammo, to kick the tires. For that, go on down to mock.hpmexam.com. That's mock.hpmexam.com. And don't forget to smash that like button because you'll be making my day and helping the algorithm so more people can find this awesome material. Thank you very much, and I wish you the very best in your prep. Remember, this is the beginning. We still got all the knowledge areas in Agile. We still got process groups to talk about. The fun is just beginning. See you soon.